was 2016 when my grandfather passed away. I have a vague memory of driving to North Carolina and going through all his possessions. All the forgotten passions and memorabilia he had collected over the 75-odd years of his life were divvied out among the various family members according to his will. My haul included a bunch of old fly fishing rods, a pair of bifocal sunglasses, and most importantly, as I would later learn, a sleek wooden box. Within this small box was an amalgamation of things that must have been important to him, but were uninteresting to my 17-year-old self. I have little to no memory of going through the keepsakes, and I'm not even sure why I carried the chest with me to college. It wasn't until my mother's passing in 2021 that the box came back into my conscious memory. This unprompted return to the container came in the form of a call from my sister, only 2 months after our mother had passed away. She asked me if I had ended up with one of our grandfather's watches. Naturally, I remembered the keepsakes I had received all those years ago. I found the box in my closet, rummaged through it, and eventually found it among the AA chips and photos my grandfather had stashed away at the bottom of the box. When I asked my sister why she wanted the box, she simply said she wanted to get it fixed. Obviously avoiding the question, I didn't pry further and delivered the timepiece next we saw each other. Soon after these events, I left college to take some time to sort out my future and decide what I wanted to do next. What was intended to only be a single semester away from school became a full year, and a full year eventually became 2. It wasn't until 2023, when the events took place that led me back to finishing my college curriculum, I was once again having a conversation with my sister. She was helping me move out of my current apartment, and I happened across the box. I immediately remembered the watch the chest had housed and asked my sister what that was all about. She then told me how her mother had wanted to get this watch repaired before her passing and had intended to gift it to me as a graduation present to remember my granddad. My mother realized at some point that she wouldn't be around for my graduation and had tasked my sister with repairing the watch and gifting it to me in her stead. I distinctly remember an uncontrollable wave of sadness wash over me. This thing, that I hadn't even given a passing thought to, had suddenly become so important and irreplaceable. I couldn't help but feel guilty for not returning to school as I had intended 2 years ago, for not looking through the box and even taking a moment to understand my granddad's memories, for not appreciating the gifts my family had left for me even after their passing. The next semester, I returned to college with a newfound motivation. With 1 semester remaining before I graduate, I fully intend to walk across that stage with a bright, shiny watch on my wrist.